political systems, public participation, and institutional power. You can adjust the language according to your preference. Choose the program that suits your needs from the playlist. Customize the subtitle position on your laptop, and adjust the video speed with the slider to suit your needs and comfort. Let's grow together through your subscribe and like on this video.
Every political system begins with an initial idea. Initially, leaders create an initiative to organize society and protect citizens. That initiative often grows into a formal institution. Inside every institution, rules and instructions guide behavior. Political instructors, analysts, and journalists try to interpret these rules and explain them to the public. The internet now allows citizens to investigate policies and gain insight into government decisions. This development inspires participation and strengthens democratic values. Political systems rely on strong institutions and educational institutions. These organizations install programs designed to improve intelligence and develop intelligent citizens. Political education intends to build awareness about rights and responsibilities. The intended outcome is a population interested in governance and international cooperation. Universities and research laboratories often invent new policy solutions and encourage invention in public administration. Governments must invest resources wisely. Investment in infrastructure, education, and technology creates economic stability. Public officials investigate national problems before making decisions. Every investigation requires data, evidence, and balanced interpretation. Leaders often invite experts to join policy discussions. These invitations involve scientists, economists, and social researchers. Justice requires independent judges and fair legal systems. Lawyers represent citizens during inquiries and investigations. Governments issue regulations to maintain order. However, authority must not interrupt public freedom. If leaders misuse power, citizens have the right to question decisions and demand transparency. Modern politics depends heavily on IT systems. Governments use digital platforms to communicate information and manage national programs. Technology allows politicians to introduce reforms quickly. Digital communication reduces the distance between leaders and citizens. However, technology can also spread misinformation. Citizens must analyze sources carefully. Leadership requires communication skills. Leaders must listen carefully and respond respectfully. During interviews and meetings, leaders explain policies and answer public concerns. Journalists play a crucial role by asking difficult questions. Strong leadership builds trust between the government and citizens. National security protects citizens from violence and disaster. Governments create insurance programs to support injured citizens during emergencies. Security officers prevent violence and respond when people are injured. Injury prevention remains a central government responsibility. Culture shapes national identity. Political decisions must respect language, traditions, and cultural expression. Art, music, and literature inspire unity among citizens. Cultural programs encourage social harmony and strengthen democratic values. Economic stability depends on job opportunities. Governments create policies to support labor markets and encourage employment growth. Managers and business leaders manage production and maintain economic balance. Political leaders must ensure fair wages and safe working environments. Democracy survives through participation. Citizens vote, join campaigns, and express opinions through peaceful demonstrations. Public participation keeps political systems accountable. When citizens remain active, democratic institutions remain strong. Participation is not only a right, it is a responsibility. In modern democracy, the media plays a major role. Journalists investigate public issues and present them to the majority of citizens. A magazine article, an online message, or a live interview can influence public opinion. Justice depends on strong law enforcement and independent courts. A judge must examine evidence logically and deliver a fair judgment. Lawyers defend citizens and ensure that legal rights are protected. If economic management fails, unemployment rises, and citizens lose trust in leadership. Responsible leaders measure performance and adjust policies accordingly. Leadership requires trust. A leader must communicate clearly and listen carefully. Public meetings allow citizens to express concerns. When leaders ignore these concerns, frustration grows. A strong leader does not lie to the public. False information destroys credibility. Trust is the foundation of democratic governance. Education strengthens democracy. An instructor provides instruction that builds knowledge and critical thinking skills. Political education introduces students to law, economics, and governance. Libraries and academic institutions store collective memory and intellectual heritage. A well-educated population is less likely to be manipulated. Diverse communities bring different perspectives into political discussion. Inclusion strengthens social harmony. Democracy must protect minority voices and ensure equal opportunity for every individual. Respect for diversity reduces conflict. In times of crisis, governments must respond immediately. Public safety measures protect citizens from harm. Medical institutions provide treatment for injured individuals. When emergencies occur, leadership must act decisively to prevent further damage. Crisis reveals the true strength of institutions. Economic inequality remains a serious political issue. When wealth concentrates in a small group, social tension increases. Leaders must implement policies that support fair distribution of resources. Long-term economic planning creates stability and growth. Citizens must stay informed, vote regularly, and hold leaders accountable. Freedom requires effort. The future of democracy depends on collective action. Knowledge is not automatic. It requires effort, curiosity, and continuous learning. Leadership involves difficult decisions. Leadership is not about popularity, it is about responsibility. Sometimes leaders must make unpopular decisions for long-term benefit. Leadership requires courage. Institutions provide structure and stability. Political institutions enforce law, maintain order, and protect rights. Institutional strength ensures continuity beyond individual leaders. The internet allows rapid communication across the world. Information spreads instantly. Participation strengthens democracy. Citizens who vote regularly help maintain accountability. Political engagement ensures that leaders represent the people. Democracy is not passive. It requires active participation. Participation creates legitimacy. Differences in opinion reflect diversity. Constructive debate strengthens democracy. Violence destroys democracy. Future generations will inherit today's political decisions. Political responsibility extends beyond the present. Every decision shapes future society. Education prepares future leaders. Leadership is a legacy. Ethical leadership requires honesty and integrity. Leaders must serve public interest, not personal gain. Power without ethics becomes dangerous. Ethical leadership builds trust. Trust sustains democracy. Democracy is not automatic. Democracy depends on citizens. Democracy depends on leadership. Democracy depends on institutions. Democracy depends on responsibility. Every citizen shapes the future. The future is not decided by chance. The future is decided by people, and that includes you.